Okay, so welcome back, everybody. We're glad you're here. We're doing this part of the presentation in SketchUp. So we're going to request that Camtasia make an add-on, and the purpose of this is to allow us to change the emotional effect of the words in our dictation without really changing the words or changing the timing, at least so that we have the knowledge that if we can say the words at the point where they had been said before, then the words and the video will be indexed together correctly. The issue that we're addressing is that when you're making your video, you need to move the imagery around because it's a prettier video, and you have to say what you're trying to say, and you also have to modulate your voice. And so you have what I call these 4 sub data streams: the factual material in the video, the emotional content of the video, the factual material in the voice narration of the words, and the emotional content. And the truth is, as you're creating your video, you're going to have to be trying to alter and properly form all 4 of these sub data streams at the same time, which is a tremendous creative and intellectual burden. And I was hoping to split them apart so that you only have to be worrying about one problem at a time. And we're just going to let you create your video. We're not going to address that. What we're looking at is audio. And we're going to ask Camtasia to create this sub-program of Camtasia. And the way that this will work is that first thing Camtasia will do is, and I've drawn out here my representation of the audio stream of a Camtasia video. It's got this little up and down thing which is supposed to represent the sound. But the first step of this additional program is that you will take your audio stream and you will ask it to be processed by drag and dictate. And what drag and dictate will do, normally drag and dictation converts voice to print. We're going to be requesting that drag and dictation convert voice file to print. It should be able to do that. Now, remembering, you will see in a minute, drag and dictation wants itself to present you with a perfect version of what you said. But this is actually being prepared for you to look at yourself. So it is not going out for general distribution to the public, and it's not necessarily required that the drag and dictation translation is perfect. It just needs to be close. And one of the points that we need to make as an opinion about drag and dictation is that drag and dictation must be able to know inside of the voice file where one word stops and another word begins. So if you have the sentence, "He was mad at the cat," and the other sentence, so there you go, a perfect example. My phone rang, it goofed me up. Anyway, if you had the phrase "he is mad at the cat" and the phrase "he is mad at the dog," drag and dictation presents itself as able to distinguish those 2 sentences, which means drag and dictation has to know where the word cat started and where the word cat stopped, as also it needs to know where the word dog started and where the word dog stopped. And drag and dictation is looking at this time sound pressure graph of the audio stream. And so there's no reason, and I don't think it would actually even represent any work for Dragon dictation. And what I have here is, I just typed along a sentence, me talking about just not much of anything, but you need to see it. Here are the words. And so when I dictated this into Camtasia, what we started out with was just this. We sent this to Dragon dictation, and Dragon dictation will be something that's included in this program that I want Camtasia to make. And I'm going to call this Camtasia Narration Studio. So you open the Camtasia Narration Studio, you take your audio stream, and you send it out to Dragon, and Dragon sends it back. And when Dragon sends it back with the sound pressure graph. But above that is the word that Dragon thought you said, and a little box of the time that was involved in that. So we now have a presentation of the word and the time, and it's indexed onto the original sound audio file that you had from your Camtasia TREC file.